Good. So, good morning to everybody. We are here with some friends in a really strange situation because we would like to be in presence at the book fair in the the Illustrator Corners, but now, as last year, we need for the pandemic to share our ideas and cultures only virtually. But I'm really happy. I'm Enrico Fornaroli from the Academy of Fine Arts of Bologna. And with other friends that now I'm going to present, this year, finally, we start again a project that started 13 years ago. It was the 2008 when five teachers of five art schools uh, in the in four corners of the world decided uh, to do a project, to share a project, really simple during the Bologna Children Book Fairs. Choose a theme, a subject, and involve their students in making 100 illustrations. The result, the next year, the following year during the Bologna Children Book Fair, was the exhibition High Q, Images and Words Between East and West. It was a great success, but above all, an opportunity to create a network between the art schools that had participated in that exhibition, and finally share experiences and other projects. The project has developed involving new institutions, new schools every year. And this year, I'm really glad to introduce and to say hi after a year's break due to the pandemic. Um, Naturally, in the virtual version of the Illustrator Corners, to our friends, particularly from six to five schools with the Academy of Bologna that now try to start again the project with a new exhibition. And this year, the subject is what happened until now, well-known or rather unknown events of human history. And I'm really happy to meet in this meeting and this discussion and conversation Bernd Müller-Cassel, teacher and friends from the Hochschule of Angewandten Wissenschaften of Hamburg, Sarah Fouquet, de l'École supérieure d'art et médias de Caen-Charbourg, Pere Ginar, teacher of the Massana Arts and Design School, Barcelona, Ruth Abriede, of the Latvia's Maktlas Academia of Riga, and Irmi Pinkus, a friend from Tel Aviv, and particularly from the Shankar College of Arts, Engineering and Design in Tel Aviv, Israel. And with us, there is also Stefano Valigi of the Alliance Française de Bologne, and Laura Beghelli for the Goethe Zentrum, the two institutions that are the site where the exhibition is done. So I want to give the words and pass the words to Bernd Müller-Cassel, because this year the subject and the ideas of the project of the exhibition came from Hamburg. And so I'm really happy to say again hello to Bernd and to give the words to him. And now I'm going to try to share with you and with our friends a selection of the exhibition, of the illustration in the exhibition that will be in presence at the Alliance Française. Because this year we have, to choose to have an half and half. Will be a part of the exhibition in Bologna during the Children Book Fair, and I will give you all the dates after. But also a virtual exhibition online of the entire, the whole group of the illustrations. And this year will be 120 illustrations from the 6 schools that participate to the exhibition. So thank you to everybody, and I pass the word to Bernd Multassel.
Put on my microphone. Typical Zoom accident. So I'm happy to see what the students did, because this year it was Hamburg to choose the topic. So it's a tradition that every year another of our schools is choosing the topic, and so we do a kind of turnaround. And there have been very nice topics in the past. I remember nonsense, alphabet, from the French, gourmandise. It's it's a typical French subject, and it was very nice. And we had poetic science and other topics. So I liked also the topic nomads we had, which was given by Barcelona. And so I was thinking what might be a nice topic. And since I did during 5 years with my author, we had a historical comic strip, a classical comic strip in the Frankfurter Allgemeine Sonntagszeitung every Sunday was called The World History After Dr. Domino. It was our concept. During 5 years, we had known or unknown historical events, and it was so interesting to do research that I thought this might be a nice topic, especially also for the research the students have to do. And I was surprised also what topics the students choose, what seemed too interesting to them. So I hope this topic will be interesting for all the visitors of the virtual or the real exhibitions, because we also discussed that we want to show this exhibition not just in Bologna, but also in the schools, because this year we could not really meet in Bologna. For example, my school is not going to Bologna this year. And we hope to meet again in 2020 in Bologna in person. So, but I think some of us will show the work in the schools so that we can open it for a bigger, larger public. Okay, so I hope you enjoy, and I pass the word back to Enrico.
Thank you, Bernd. This project is really the result of a collaboration between schools. Every year, a part of the schools remain, and other are invited to share with us the subject and also the experiences. But finally, it's really important because the exhibition every year was inside a really important institution in Bologna. The rooms, the big exhibition room in the site of the Alliance Française Goethe-Zentrum. And also this year, fortunately, we could have a part of the exhibition. So I want to pass the word to Stefano Valigi and Laura Bighelli to share with us their point of view, really important because it's part of the connection from our schools. So Stefano,
hello everybody. Hello, everybody. I'm Stefano from Alliance Française, Bologna, and I'm here with Laura Beghelli, my colleague from Goethe Zentrum Bologna. And we are very happy to host this year to the exhibition here in Bologna at Alliance Française and Goethe Zentrum. And I think we think that the topic chosen by Bernd is very, very interesting. And we want to thank all the participants, all the students, all the teachers that take part in this project, because for us, for Alliance Française, this exhibition is every year one of the most important events here in Bologna and for our organization. And we hope that this year this new formula this exhibition, a part on site and the other online, will be very, very interesting for all people that want to come here at Alliance and can see the illustration in the site of Academy of Belle Arti. We want to thank you, Enrico Fornaroli and the Academy of Belle Arti di Bologna for the organization. And I want to say welcome to Sarah Fouquet and l'École des Grands, because it's the first time that it take part in the project. And welcome, and we are very happy to collaborate with you. And I hope that this year it was a big success of this exhibition altogether. I leave the word to Laura Beghelli.
So, hello everybody. My name is Laura Beghelli. I'm speaking in representation of Goethe Zentrum Bologna, and I would like to thank you in name from my colleague Cristiane Beme-Perrone, who normally organizes with Stefano the exhibitions, but unfortunately now she's at home, so I'm taking her place for the moment. And I would like to thank also Stefano to introducing us, and we are also very glad and proud to host the exhibition again. It's very important for us also to restart our activities and to hope that the new year would be better, and that would be the moment to start again and to start alive again also here in Goethe Zentrum. So I'm very happy, and I would like to thank all the participants and the organization of the exhibition. And sorry for my very bad English, but I'm speaking all the time German and my English is not so good. So thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you to you, Stefano and Laura. The exhibition in present and also the online exhibition was opened 2 days ago, Alliance Française, and it's possible to see connecting with us, passing through the website of the schools in a space that specifically dedicated to the virtual exhibition. As I told, 120 illustrators, young illustrators, students of our schools, but really, really good. I will try again to show you the selection of the illustration, and as you can see, are a really a level of professional. And the exhibition in the site of the Alliance Française and Goethe Zentrum will be until 15 of July 2021, and in the same period will be possible to see in the website online, but probably in the website could be possible to share after these dates, because the idea, urgently after the pandemic is to using better the connection with events in presence and events online that could have the possibility to share with more people our projects. And so I would like to pass now the word to one of the two new schools participated in the exhibition, because in the other, historically, from France, the school, we have a nickname in the first days. We called us Five Fingers, because five were the schools and five the fingers of the end for an illustrator. And in time, the fingers are changed, but also the hand developed in a new hand with more fingers. And so we are really happy to pass the word to Sarah Fouquet de l'école de Caen Cherbourg, who received the testimonial from ENSAD of Paris, the historical institution that started with us this project. So Sarah, it's to you.
Thank you, Enrico. I'm really pleased to be here with you for our school and for our students. It's a very big occasion, and we are very proud to see our work presented with those of other great schools into the Alliance Française. And yes, we have the honor of succeeding the École nationale supérieure des arts décoratifs in Paris, because we are not from Paris. We are from Normandy. And yes, I have to say thank you very much to the sponsorship of Xavier Pangot, who led the project with the 4 other fingers, with his colleagues and now his friends until last year. So I just say one thing. Indeed, I found it very important to invite Xavier and Bernd to introduce with me this creative workshop, this first workshop. We worked with our students on this project during a short week. And Xavier and Bert have been presenting their own works as illustrators and the work of their students last years. And I have to say they are great professionals and great teachers. Maybe I should point out one thing, that we don't have any department specially dedicated to illustration here in Caen, but I teach illustrations in graphic design since 12 years now. And each year we prepare the illustration competition at the Bologna Book Fair. So it was very nice it was a new project. Last point, I have to speak about the subject. Bernd gave us a very great subject, which inspired me immediately, a very special diary published here in Caen by a small publishing house, Le Jeu de la Règle, under the title The Unpredictable, The Register of Days. And it's a very special diary that lists the anniversaries of historical events, often little known in history books. So it was perfect subject to deal with in pictures. And my students had a lot of fun because we could approach the big story through the prism of the small story, of the fiction. So when I see all the illustrations produced by the other school, I feel a lot of convergence, of course, in the choice of subjects, even if there are differences. But I see and I feel a real school of illustration, school of thought. So thank you very much. And I stop because I speak very bad and too much. So thank you very much.
Thank you, Sarah, and I'm really happy to have you and your school in our project because, as I told, the idea in which we start to share this idea 13 years ago is to have a network really big and really articulate. And so because the big problem is to know each other and to know, as the other school, work about illustrations and in which kind of method, also the methodology of teaching and to interpret the illustration. So after Sarah, I'm really glad to introduce also the other new school, the guest, but we know that when you start as guest, you remain in the group of the school to share project, but also visit, as Sarah told to us, with workshops and stays with, for example, the Erasmus project is really important, not also for our students, but also for the teachers and the professionals that share teachings method. So, Ruth Bride, it's your time to tell us how you feel for the first time with your students, participate in this really interesting, but really tough and particular subject proposed by the Germans.
Well, hello everyone. We are feeling really spectacular in your company. I feel that we must be in your company also after this year, because I don't know if you know that there is an animal lemur, and he has 6 fingers in his paw. So maybe we can be a lemur's paw. So thank you for the great topic we got. It is a very interesting topic because what I observed working with my students was that it also really shows their values, not only their style or the way how they think, but also their values. What kind of topics did they pick? And for me, I was very happy to see that they really critically are approaching history, and they make art out of this historical events, because they also do has attitude. They do not illustrate it simply like, you know, there was event and here is the illustration for that, but they also add the attitude. And I think that is also something which is different in illustration nowadays, that the attitude of the author is very important. We in Latvia also do not have illustration department, but we are successfully developing really nice young illustrators in graphic department, in fine art department, and for 3 years already we are going to Bologna Children Book Fair and showing our works in Latvian national stand, which is also every year a really great experience for our students. And in 2019 we visited the exhibition of you and it was so inspiring. So I am very happy to be in this company. And for our students, we actually did our works already last year. So they all were just quite sad that it didn't take place. But when I said them that it's really happening, they were like, yeah. So I hope that they will have possibility to come to Bologna in person and to meet other students. And for me, what is interesting question in this exhibition that it does look on the history, but I think we also could put some point and look on the future. How does these students and how does illustration itself as industry will look in 10, 20, 30 years? And it would be really great to see them 30 years from now, how they will develop, and will they like their works, and will they like the topics they have chosen? So with a bright look on the future, thank you so much.
Thank you to you, Ruta, and thank you. And meanwhile, it's appeared Mario Rivelli that Aka Otto Gabos is one of our teacher in the Academy of Bologna, and so I will pass to him the word after in a big journey between Bologna and Cagliari. So it's in a flight. But now I want you to listen the point of view of Perginar from Spain, from Barcelona, from Massana school, one of the other, partner that arrived one day and stay in the group, because it's really important to continuing working together. And so, Per, it's your time.
Yeah, thank you, and thank you, everybody. We are so happy to be part of this event. Once again, to us is always one of the highlights of the year for students, because they are waiting for this. They know we are working on this exhibition every year, and people that are in the first grade, they are always waiting for the second grade to work on this project. And as I said, it's one of the highlights of our academic course, and because I think is so important for them, because it's a real connection to the Bologna Children Book Fair, which is one of the most important events they can visit and they can go, and yeah, is a real connection to the fair. Is a nice connection to other schools from other countries, from other cities. Not always people can go to the fair. Not everybody can go. Our school can't pay all the travels and everything. So is a just people who can pay by her own. They can go to the exhibition and to visit the fair. So, but anyway, people who can go is a special connection. They can. No, and even this year, even more, because they will have the chance to visit virtually the exhibition. I think this is a good point that the pandemic has brought to us. No? The possibility to have a virtual space to visit and to share all the works, because not every year, not always people can see all the works of the other school. No? So I think is a good point, and I think it's something we could maintain for other years. Is this virtual window to what other people is doing, because I think it's so nice for them. It's so enthusiastic. You know? So yeah, I don't know. We're also happy to be part of this adventure and to meet new people every year and to share and to, I don't know, and to connect with other schools. You know, even if they are not They don't have a special department in illustration because it doesn't matter because they have the department even if illustration is in painting or is in graphic design, is richer. You know, the point of view is suddenly is increasing. You know, and yes, it's so rich for teachers and for students. So I don't know, happiness.
Thank you, Pere. As you told, it's a big adventure, and it's really amazing when we have the possibility sometimes during the year in Bologna, or where we have the possibility to meet the other colleagues and other students to share ideas and also know as the other people works. And starting in the first edition, the idea is to have a really international point of view, an international, landscape, because we start also with the United States, with New York, the Parsons, but also in Japan, in the Five Fingers, there was the University of Kyoto. And we hope that they come back again in this adventure. But it's really important for us, the international, opening. And so it's really important that tonight, this year, for the second times, Tel Aviv and the school of Hirmi Pincus are with us in this adventure. So, welcome again, and Hirmin, and it's your time to turn with us.
Well, first of all, thanks everybody, because it's been a lot of work to do this exhibition this year, and a lot of coordination and a lot of support from all the friends in the group. Me personally and my school, Shankar, we are extremely excited by this opportunity to be with you for the second time. First time was 3 years ago. And what we did is just want to tell a little bit about the process. We loved the topic because it's a rich topic, and each rich theme, and each student could really pick up whatever he wanted to. So we had a 1-week workshop, which was arranged by me together with my colleague Batya Colton, who is a very well-known illustrator, especially in Israel for picture books. And but what we did was we asked each student at the beginning to choose his own birthday, not the year, just the date and the month, and to try to see what happened on his own birthday during the history. And that brought up some very surprising and wacky ideas and events. And that was really a marvelous starting point. And the students, especially after one semester of Zoom studies, we met for the first time after one semester. Everybody were also very excited to see each other in live, to work together with real materials, no computers, just hands and colors and acrylic and paper, as it should be, and to enjoy together the process of making illustration, of making art together. And that was for the students as well as for us a wonderful event. So thank you for enabling us to have this week. We love to see later what other schools sent, and I think this is really one of the most important outcomes when we understood was that even history is not local anymore. Like, we were surprised that our students did not choose local history events, but most of them chose events from really various places in the world, various epochs in history, from the 16th century in England to the 20th century in the US. And that was also extremely interesting for us. And thank you again for everybody for the opportunity. And we are going to have the exhibition in our gallery at Shankar, Tel Aviv. We're going to have it on December, because we are not going to miss it. We want to have, although we can't go to Bologna, so we will bring Bologna to us.
Thank you. Thank you, Irmi. We hope to start again to not only work, but also to traveling in our institutions. And I have to thanks particularly in our academy before to pass the line to Mario, to Otto Gabos. I have to thank Luigi Raffaelli, one of our teachers that organized. He was the crossing point in Bologna with Alliance Française and the other colleagues. And it was really important for us to organize the exhibition in present, but also the online exhibit that you can see visiting our website. So, Mario, walking in the airport, tell us how you feel with your students about this interesting but really tough topic of this year. I present Mario is not only a friend and a really important artist, but now is the coordinator of the course of comics and illustration in the Academy of Fine Arts of Bologna. So it's your time, Mario.
Okay, it's my time. Hello to everybody. It's a very tough topics this year. Every year is tough topics for this traditional appointment for us. But there's a lot of students that decide to try to tell something about these topics. Luigi Raffaelli, our teacher, illustrations, coordinator in this kind of work. And the competition, we have to choose only 20 words of the students. There are so many more of this one. They are very great, interesting. Every year is it's a moment of discussion and the reflection about topics of this appointment. And after we decide to choose only 20 works on this, but it's hard to select them because the volume, the operas, the talent, very high. Every year is a moment of disappointment with the Fairy Book Day fair. It's so important to grow up to confront with other schools in the world. Every year is a changement of the school as a partners. This year there's Latvia, it's a new, the comeback Israel. Is so good to try to create a community. And this year is very special for me, for our academy, because it is a sort of reborn after 1 year of very difficult. It's like a reborn to meet together, to create a community again, like in this 15 years of other collaboration. And so the events in Alliance Française could be important to start again a collaboration from every academy of these partners. So I think this way.
Good. So I think if everybody wants to say something more, but I think we are in time to end our meeting in the Illustrator Corner of the Bologna Children Book Fair. It's the site where it's really nice and important to meet all the professionals in the book fair. And so we hope to meet next year. And meanwhile, I have only to invite again all the people that are listening to us and to share our works and our project in the double face in presence. Just opened Alliance Française Goethe-Zentrum the exhibition, and I want to repeat, and I found now the invitation did by, and I want to tell and remember the name of Lena Steffinger, students of Höwe in Hamburg that did the really nice illustration that opening the exhibition, and also was the invitation of the exhibition. As I told, half in presence, 60 works in Bologna until the 15th of July. And the other one, the other part, the second part of the works online, sharing with you simply going inside our website, the website of the 6 schools, and also the website of the Alliance Française Goethe-Zentrum. So to everybody, thank you all our friends and teachers and students that participated to this adventure, and waiting for to meet next year at the Bologna Children Book Fair, and meanwhile, why not in our institutions in Bologna, Hamburg, Caen, Tel Aviv, Barcelona, and Hamburg I just told, and
Riga.
Riga in Latvia. Riga.
In Latvia. So thank you to everybody, and to the next year and to the next opportunity and the new project that we are going now to thinking about. Bye-bye.
Thank you.
Thank you, Enrico. Thank you.
Thank you.
Bye. 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 Bye.